Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Mac the Trader, and welcome back to another video. In this video, all right, we're going to be going over the current algo results. We're going to be showing where the algo is, right, on the public charity account. This is going to be episode 2 for you guys. So sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. Now, before we get deeper into the video, I just wanted to shout out a few things about our $7 community, right? So for less than 25 cents a day, right, you get to take advantage of credit spreads, NASDAQ trading models, S&P 500 trading models, all using some of the same information that we were able to feed into the algo. So check the link in the description, all right, or just contact me or my team and I got you covered. Check out the $7 community. You have nothing to lose, literally nothing to lose. We go flawless all the time. And now that we are getting the VIX spike, it's time for us to hop back into the options market. So come trade with me, come trade with my team, and we look forward to seeing you there. All right, guys, so here is the public charity account. Remember, we started this account with $572. We are now at $762.94. As you guys can see, the total return, all right, is sitting at 33.4%. That's absolutely phenomenal right there. The monthly return is sitting at around 24.1% per month, about 5.3% per week. No peak drawdown has been calculated on FX Blue just yet, it looks like. The trade win percentage, after running this with over thousands of trades, all right, throughout the year, right now we have it turned on to a lower risk setting, right? So you guys aren't going to see it, take 400 trades in a month or anything like that. But we can turn the risk settings up, and we have turned the risk settings up, and it tends to take about 400 and something trades a month with the highest risk setting. Okay. However, that's not really what we're here to do. Anyways, so this is going to end out around 80 to 82% when it's all said and done. Currently, we've taken about 31 positions within the charity account, I believe. Yeah, 31 positions so far. So 77% so far with a trade win percentage. That should increase slightly. The profit factor. So the profit factor is a 3.54%. That's absolutely crazy, right? I don't know if you guys know what that means, but basically what that means is that every time the system risks $1, okay, within the market, essentially it returns you $3.54, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyways, it takes about 0.8 trades per day, okay, and the history is 39 days. Now, it's not a full 39 days simply because in August, we took one position on AUDJPY, which is this position here. It was, simply just to make sure everything was up and running for September. So it's been a little less than 39 days, but the first position was taken on August 25th. So let's see. As you guys can see, the worst day for the algo was a positive 58 cents. And the worst week for the algo so far is $1.95. Absolutely crazy. Those are phenomenal stats, and you guys can look at these stats as well. If you guys contact me, hit me up on Instagram or the $7 community Discord or the free Telegram, and then I'll post the links there for you guys. So anyways, as you guys can see, the worst month for the algo, okay, looks like the worst month would be $2.88, which was August. In August, we made $2.88 from AUDJPY. So yeah, but remember, we only placed that trade in order to make sure everything was running smoothly. The risk of ruin, there's a 0.1%. There's a 0.1% chance, okay, that the money you deposit into the algo, right? Really, you deposit it into your account. You have full control over your account, your money, and the algo. Matter of fact, let me show you guys what an algo user has to say about it. Just for everyone out there, are you getting any type of incentive or payment from me to give your honest opinion? No. Okay, cool. So if you had to describe your last 30 days using the algo in one word, what would that word be?
Effortless.
So as you guys can see, the risk of ruin is 0.1%. Bananas. That means there's a 0.1% chance, okay, that you actually lose the money within the account. right? Trade length it's a little high right now. This should decrease the more trades that the algo takes. But right now it's at 4.8 days. And the average result is $6.16 positive. Average win is $11.08. Average loss is $10.74. Mind you, we've only lost I want to say five positions, something like that, 5 positions. So that's that. So the average loss was $5, but our average win is $11, and we've taken 31 positions. So that's very, very straightforward math. As you guys can see, the charity account is a real account as well. You can go check out MyFX or FX Blue or MyFX Book here, right? A lot of you guys have been checking this out, actually. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been checking this out. That's pretty cool. So 381 views so far. I'm glad you guys are looking at it. I'm super proud of it because my team and I, it's taken us a while to perfect it to this point. So, but yeah, now it's there. So yeah, 33.35% gain. Now, the reason why I kind of like my FX Book a little better than FX Blue, but they show different, slightly different information. So it's kind of good to compare and contrast. So if we go to gain, right? So we can see, we had some big hitters from the previous positions, right? So we had an 11% gain, 9% gain, 6% gain, 2% gain from those big hitters. So remember when we had those open trades, guys? If you go back to the previous video, we had some open trades. We were down 18%. And then look how the algo turned around. We are currently up 33.35%, right? When it comes to investing, and remember, the charity account is over leveraged slightly, right? It is over leveraged slightly right now. But I just wanted to show you guys what the algo can do and what it can handle, all right? So, and we do have different risk settings for you guys, all right? Once you decide to join the automation and join the algo, what'll happen is you'll have a one-on-one session with me, all right? I'll help you set it up, show you how to change the risk settings, and then recommend the proper settings depending on where your account is, where your portfolio is. There's no need to rush something like this, guys, right? Just in September was the first month we fully ran the system, right? And we deposited $572. Look, it is now the end of, we haven't taken any positions in October so far. We've just closed positions in October, but no new positions have been taken in October. So the 33.35%, all of those positions were opened in September, right? Think about that. 33.35% on a monthly basis, right? Now, of course, it's not going to average out to be that way. Sometimes you're going to have months where positions are still open, and that's okay. Like we did last month, it closed in October, even though the positions were opened in September. That's completely fine, right? Nothing wrong with that. But this public account is to show you guys how consistent the algo actually is, right? It's very, very consistent. If you could go back 30 days, would you still choose to start with algo?
Absolutely. I'd start with more money.
One of the algo users told me, consistency is really, the one word he would use to describe the algo. Right. And I love that. I absolutely love that because we want to be consistent before we even, think about profits and things like that. Right. Is it consistent? Right. So as you guys can see, we've lost only 7 trades out of 31. We've won 24 out of 31 trades. This is crazy. Right. If you can do this month after month, like I was talking to another algo user and he said, I can't even complain about the system because it's more consistent than I am, and that is so true. Even like my best results are on Instagram, right? I went on a 3-month crazy run. And in 3 months, it came out to like 65%, something like that. It was like 2.5 months, something like that, but it came out to 65%. This is verified on my FX book as well. You can go to my Instagram and check it out. Um, but my win rate was 45% because I don't really rely on, you know, necessarily, like, I'm just disciplined in the market, right? I do the same thing over and over and over again. And if you do that with, proper risk management, proper profit taking targets, um, you're gonna profit as long as you're over like 20% win rate, right? But my win rate was 45%. The Algo's win rate right now is 77%. By the end of this month, it should be a little higher. It should be around 82, 85%, which you guys will see. But yeah. And if you are skeptical, right, you can start off with as little as $100, right, in your own trading account, right, guys? My company, we will pay for your subscription, okay, to the white label. All right, so to our back end and everything like that. So you don't have to worry about server space or anything like that. We cover that for you. You put the money in your own account and then you test out the algo for yourself, right? So if you want that information, if you want that code, just reach out to me. My team will send you the link and everything like that. You can just test it out for yourself, right? Some people were like, Mac, why are you trying to hide it? I'm not trying to hide it at all. You guys can you guys can test it out for yourself and you can try it out, at literally no risk, but you need at least $100, right? It's not going to be one of those algos where you can put $20 in and no. All right, you need at least $100. So invest $100 into yourself because you're not giving it to me. So hold on. My father just texted me. I have work mode on and he still pressed the notify anyways. I love my dad. All right, so yeah, if you guys do have any questions, join the Discord, join the $7 Discord. We literally post all of our as you guys can see, all the mentors I open them every single day, right? And as you guys can see, it's still unread messages. They're very active. Go learn something. Especially Swavey with the stocks. He doesn't drop stuff often, but when he does, I'm always in it. I always run the option play of I always run the opposite option play of what he's doing because I only sell options. So if you want the market to go down and you want to profit off of that, you have to sell calls. And then if you want the market to continue going up, you got to sell a put in order to make your money or get the credit from the broker to keep 100% of it. So I always just do the opposite. So if he calls a buy, like on a stock, I know I'm selling puts on it, right? And I dropped them in the chat for you guys, right? Literally. And then, we have Jeff Bezos in the chat as well, but you guys got to hop in and find out what that's all about. Yeah. We have Bezos in the chat. So you guys know we trade Amazon. But anyways, I'm yabbling just a little bit too much. I'm going to go ahead and get off. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.